Stereotypes.
Usually negative connotations about minorities.
However, in this case,
the stereotypes are still pretty awful.
But this time, they're all about
white Midwesterners.
In C.L. Fry's book, I Heart Ranch Dressing.
And other stuff white Midwesterners like.
White Midwesterners are stereotyped by their
looks,
interests,
food, and homes.
I Heart Ranch Dressing.
Suave,
Debonair,
classy,
dapper.
These are all words that
do not
describe the appearance of any white Midwesterner. Know an easy way to pick the white Midwestern guy out of a lineup?
He's the dude with the goatee.
Yes, the facial hair fashion that wore out its welcome around 1996. Everywhere else in the world
is still a viable option in the Midwest.
Goatees are an emblem of white Midwestern practicality.
Why shave your whole face
when you can just shave from your earlobes to your jawline?
Think of the time you'll save.
Now that you know how to pick out a WM, white Midwestern man.
What about a WM woman?
Every young white Midwestern woman has had the joy of opening a birthday present from her mother-in-law that consists of a hip novelty sweater
with matching socks.
The cache of novelty sweaters is so strong that internet sensation
and WM
Leslie Hull became a YouTube star with her song about gem sweaters.
With the unconditional love for the novelty sweater comes the
tracksuit.
Fat people,
i.e. WMs,
love tracksuits.
They're kicky,
stretchy,
and often water repellent.
What's not to love?
We've already discussed the tracksuit as high WM fashion.
But the trend doesn't just stop there.
WMs make a distinction between their regular, hole-laden sweats that they can wear to mow the lawn
and dressy sweats that you wear to a graduation
or funeral.
Or a court date.
I am not kidding. Hang out in a courtroom for a day in a small Midwestern county.
Clearly, since WMs have wonderful style, their interests must also be of the highest class.
Not.
Back in the olden days,
the 70s,
kids would grab a garden hose and a cheap metal sprinkler and
voila!
Hours of summertime fun.
Then came outdoor water parks.
And now, so as to not subject our white selves to the browning rays of the sun, comes the indoor water park.
The indoor water park is the best investment since Microsoft was just some little company with a geeky owner.
When WMs aren't avoiding sunlight at indoor water parks, they're usually at
yeehaw!
The
State Fair!
What's less pleasant than humid August heat?
Humid August heat.
Plus
the fragrant odors of livestock.
Leave it to WMs to create a family destination for this fun-filled experience.
Unless your family farms, there is no reason
on God's green earth
to prance around in stinky show barns and get sawdust and chigger bites all over.
Well, there is one reason.
Funnel cakes.
But that's the only reason.
When WMs aren't out and about hanging with stinky farm animals, and they're at home, they're usually watching
or complaining about
the weather.
Temperatures in the Midwest range from
so flippin' cold
to so flippin' hot.
Sometimes within
the same flippin' day. This is because our weather sucks.
And even though everyone who has lived in the Midwest for more than
8 minutes
knows that our weather sucks,
we are still baffled at how terrible our weather is.
Even though our weather is considered terrible,
for some strange reason, WMs are still obsessed with
tornadoes. Now, a normal, rational human being hearing a tornado siren will run inside to the lowest part of their domicile.
Not real white Midwesterners!
Real WMs run outside and try to figure out where the tornado is and how long it will take to get to wherever they are.
If a siren goes off in your part of town and you don't see your neighbors out on their driveways, it's probably because they're still trying to find their
Video cameras. When the weather isn't fascinatingly dangerous, WMs enjoy shopping.
Where, you ask?
Walmart!
Real WMs will put on their calendars when the next Walmart is due to appear in their counties.
That's because you can do
Everything
at Walmart.
Tune up your hearing aid,
Get your nails done.
Open a new checking account.
Cut your hair.
and pick up some shotgun shells.
And baby shoes.
On your way to getting your tires rotated.
This is why WMs are so
Fat! When you have everything in one place.
Who needs to walk anywhere?
Out of the many obscene interests WMs have,
Our greatest and favorite hobby is
Food. Just take a look at your average WM, and you'll notice that we don't push back from the dinner table any too soon, if you catch my drift.
WMs love food.
whether it's Kansas City barbecue,
Wisconsin cheese and broth.
Chicago-style pizza.
Or the Twin Cities' very own corn dog.
we chomp it down like there's no tomorrow.
No matter what food
Or amount of food.
us WMs are eating,
We love our
foreign food.
The fact is, we WMs love the idea of foreign food.
But anybody will tell you that most of the Mexican restaurants here in town are Taco Bell with a tablecloth kind joints.
And frankly, we're really okay with that.
Real foreign food is usually made up of animals and vegetables that are completely, well, foreign to us. And that kind of grosses us out.
Blech. A lot.
While WMs are at these foreign restaurants,
Or any other WM restaurant.
there is one thing they love the most.
Free refills.
Nothing frosts a WM's donuts faster than a restaurant that doesn't offer
Free refills. This is such an affront that it can mar an otherwise perfectly lovely vacation.
Well, yes, dear. Your Aunt Morrow and I did enjoy ourselves in Paris, but it was almost ruined by the fact that they don't offer free refills there.
Can you imagine?
No wonder they lost their empire. They're just not a charitable people.
Of course, the life of the average WM is not complete without your typical
White suburban neighborhood.
If you ever want to find the largest concentration of WMs in any given Midwestern city,
You must look no farther than the outermost ring of the city limits.
WMs just feel more comfortable living with other people who are exactly like them.
And those people are located in the suburbs.
white suburbs are not complete without bizarrely named subdivisions.
such as
Corporate Woods Hills or Surly Elk Estates.
Bonus points if the suburb is located in a completely flat area, and the streets all have names that include
Mont, View, or Hill.
Such as Montview Drive, Hillmont Court, or Hillview Circle.
when going through a white suburb, you will not only notice the street names, but also
cul-de-sacs.
WMs love cul-de-sacs.
People who live on cul-de-sacs love to laugh at people who mistakenly go down their street.
Only to have to turn around in shame and go the other way.
Yeah, right.
You got the wrong street there, buddy.
If you're one of those people mistakenly going into cul-de-sacs, when you're turning around to go the other way, you'll be sure to see someone's trashy-looking above-ground pool.
the weather in any given Midwestern town ranges from sub-zero
Too scorching hot.
Sometimes within the same week.
Above-ground pools, though they look tacky, are actually exceedingly more practical than the in-ground pool found in other parts of the country.
which can't withstand the constant freezing and thawing that you get in the Midwest.
Now that we've examined the outside of a WM home, let's look at the inside.
WMs have to have
Finished basements.
One of the first things that shocks WM expatriates is the fact that in many parts of the country, houses don't come with basements.
To us, that's like houses not having faucets.
WMs not only have basements, we trick them out with pool tables and wet bars.
When you tell a WM that you don't have a basement, the first thing that pops into our minds is,
Where do you go when the tornado sirens go off?
seriously, not having a basement is just beyond us.
Now, basements are popular amongst WMs, but there is one room that they decorate with extreme detail.
Bathrooms! Can anybody just have a bathroom?
Oh, not the WM.
WM bathrooms must have a
Theme.
As if you'd accidentally pee in the kitchen sink were it not for the bright little duckies to show you the way.
And they always involve the good towels.
That no one is ever allowed to use under penalty of
Death!